30 years, the History Department has been inviting gifted young scholars into its honors program. Students in this year's distinguished cohort participated in a junior honors colloquium and a senior capstone, followed by an independent study with their advisors to produce an honors thesis. We celebrate these scholars' achievements, and we are proud to have them presenting their research.
Hi, my name is Meghan Murphy. I'm a history major and women's gender and sexuality studies minor. My thesis is titled Unheralded Champions, the Influence of Suffrage on First Ladies of the United States from 1889 to 1933, which was advised by Dr. Hamlin. My thesis examines the ratification of the 19th Amendment and the role the suffrage movement had on First Ladies at that time. The suffrage movement permeated American society from the 1890s until its ratification in 1920, and no one else has touched upon the effects that it had on First Ladies who held the position during those time periods. I specifically analyzed 3 women, Caroline Scott Harrison, Nellie Herron Taft, and Lou Henry Hoover, mainly because their husbands' legacies have tarnished their First Ladies' legacies. Presidential historians do not look favorably upon their husbands during their time as president, so no one else really digs deep into their time as First Lady. I used national events, both political and social, to contextualize their lives and the First Lady causes they took up when they were First Ladies. When researching for my thesis, I stumbled upon one of my favorite pieces of evidence, which is Caroline Harrison's architectural blueprints for her White House restoration. She moved into the White House, which was in shambles, and decided it would be best for her family and American society as well to have an executive mansion that exuded the power of the presidency and the importance of the role itself. So she lobbied Congress, got congressional funding, and then restored the White House while working with an architect. The fact that her name is on the White House restoration blueprints shows that the architect she was working with respected her and the role that she was holding at that time enough to put her whole entire name on it. It's really rare to see a document this well preserved for a woman of her tenure and stature, and especially of her time. It has her whole name on it, which is also rare because usually women back in the day were referred to by their husband's first and last name, so it's really incredible that the architect gave Caroline Harrison the time and respect that she deserved when they were working on their project together. It really shows the influence of gender on women in American society during her time period of the 1830s until the 1890s.
Meghan's thesis analyzes how the growing prominence of the suffrage movement and the ratification of the 19th Amendment in 1920 influenced the role and public perception of the First Lady, then the most prominent public role for women in American life. By examining the lives of First Ladies Caroline Scott Harrison, Nellie Taft, and Lou Henry Hoover, Meghan offers a nuanced exploration of gender roles, unintended consequences, sacrifices, and the importance of telling women's stories in public.
While I was working on this really long and intensive project, I became a better historian because of it, and that's in part due to the many people who have helped me along the way. So I'd like to thank Dr. Hamlin, Dr. Offenberger, Dr. Fraser, and Dr. Shoemaker for giving me help and guidance in reading multiple drafts of my thesis. I'd also like to thank my friends and my mom and dad as well for giving me all the support during this year-long process. Thank you.